Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Clutch Talk podcast / YouTube / We Do It All. As always, I am your host, John. Very happy to be here. Junior, what's up, man? Episode number 2.
I'm so ready. More hidden takes. Just keep giving them, giving it to them.
Episode number 2. I'm excited for this one, Junior.
Me too. No, I'm excited. Let's get to these hidden takes here.
All right, let's do this, man. So, first thing I want to talk about with you and my brother is some recent NBA news, man. Our guy AD came back yesterday after missing 30 games. He was on a minute restriction though. He played only 17 minutes all in the first half. 4 points, 4 rebounds. Not much, but did you take any takeaways from that?
Honestly, I think he looked a little rusty, but not like, oh, I'm very concerned rusty, but like, you know, he looked a little rusty, obviously, because I think he was out for 67 days and the
30 games.
Yeah, the Lakers offseason was 71 games, so 71 days rather. So like he basically had another shortened offseason. So he was out for a while, and because of that, you know, he definitely looked a little rusty. But I think that you know, just part of integrating, getting back to it. That's why I'm happy he's coming back. You know, now there's still, you know, regular season left, and then a little bit of the probably, you know, depending on if it ends right now, Lakers get the Nuggets in the first round. I don't think it would be much of a problem without Jamal Murray. But I'm not trying to diss Denver. I just think the Lakers are just a really well-constructed team. So, yeah, I think AD looked a little rusty, but, you know, I think it's just about getting them reps back in there. And I don't think he was very happy with himself either. So at least we see that, you know, he realized he was a little rusty, and I think he'll work on it. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was just him kicking off the rest. It was just him. It was just him getting back into it. And honestly, you know, shout out the Lakers Film Room podcast. love that podcast, man. They mentioned something that was pretty interesting. They mentioned we're happy that AD was just kicking off the rust and wasn't out there thinking about his injury, you know, because he did have that calf injury. And imagine in basketball, you're always pushing off that calf. So for him to not be thinking about it is great. So, I mean, great news for Laker Nation.
Yeah, and he even said that, like, he was playing and he was like, I don't feel anything. Like, he wasn't even thinking about his injury. He was just playing, you know? So I definitely think it's very good that he was able to, you know, just kind of go out there and play. Definitely.
All right, so let's move on. Let's stay on the West Coast, though. So let's talk about this new I feel like this came out of nowhere. Where did this Curry MVP debate come out of? What? He's not MVP. What?
Yeah, I don't know, but like he's been playing well. Like
no,
I'm not gonna say
he's been playing well. Like 31 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He's shooting 92% from the free throw line, 42% from deep, 48% from the field. 11 straight games with 30 points or plus. But MVP.
Yeah, no, you can't be MVP and be 9th place.
You know, exactly. And I was about to revert back to that, you know, that Westbrook when he got MVP and then his team sucked. I don't even think Westbrook deserved to get MVP that year, but he was doing something like astronomical, man, like averaging a triple-double. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Curry, right. he only putting up, I mean, not only, this is very impressive, but 31 points per game in a 9th seed and you like 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Yeah.
The most impressive stat to me is them 11 games.
Yeah. No. I think it's impressive. I think Curry's got like an impressive campaign. I think he's playing very, very well. But you do have to look at the whole picture. Like no one else is going to score on the Warriors right now because they've been really underwhelming. Not that they don't have a good team, because like really Oubre should be playing better. Wiggins should be playing better. Draymond Green has a max contract. He should be playing better. Wiggins is not a max, but Wiggins has got a fat contract too. So like that team, they should be playing better, but they're not. And Curry's playing really well. So no, props to Curry. He's playing great, but it's just it's tough.
But MVP is too much though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. When you got players like Jokic and Embiid playing the way they're playing, it's tough. But I don't think it's outlandish though. I do think that, you know, like, hey, like
it's not
because the root of like what is an MVP, right? It's a most valuable player. Like he's extremely valuable to the Warriors. So you could definitely make a case there. But then realistically, that season that the season where the LeBron's first season, he should have been MVP by that token then, because when he was there, Lakers were 4th. When he was injured, Lakers missed the playoffs. So that's literally an MVP. but that's not how the NBA sees it. So we're gonna go by the definition that the NBA sees it, and that just wouldn't make Curry MVP.
Yeah, and to me, like, I think Curry's playing great. All 31 points a game. Yeah, he's playing great. But MVP, I think that's just too much. And to me, honestly, you said it isn't even. You said that it's not super crazy that this is in debate, but I think it's kind of. He's not even in my top 5 for MVP.
Really?
Right now.
Yeah, he's top 5 no, but he's in my top 10.
Okay, yeah, he's in my top 10, but I mean, that'd be crazy if we had 10 players playing MVP time level. That'd be crazy. But all right, man. So let's talk about another. I guess came out of nowhere, came out of left field MVP candidate Julius Randle. That came out of nowhere.
Like,
he's been balling, but same thing as Curry to me. Like, come on, man. Like, there's levels to this. You balling, but you only balling at 23 points per game, 10 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And on the Knicks.
And it is exactly. It's the same thing. It's very similar to Curry, just in the East. But yeah, who's gonna go get you those points every night? It has to be Randle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously he's not gonna. But they are 4th though. They're not 9. They are 4th. But he's not gonna. No, he's not. There's great player playing well, happy for him. But there's a cut. There's like the Jokic's, the Embiid's, the LeBrons. Because hey, by the way, I know LeBron's missed some time, but I think Embiid's only played 2 more games than LeBron has. So if you talk about Embiid as an MVP candidate, you definitely should be talking about LeBron because you see he definitely makes a difference. And we talked about this in our debate podcast. So
yeah,
that's a good one to go check out too because we brought up some pretty good points there.
Yeah, go check that last episode out, man. But Junior, before we get into to last week's pick the winner and this week's pick the winner, I want to ask you about something, man. So the Hawks, they're sitting nice right now in 5th place at 32-27. Okay. But Trae Young just hurt his ankle last night, and he's now out indefinitely. And he will miss the next 2 games, which is the Heat and the Bucks.
Okay.
So
which they probably would have lost anyway, even with them.
Yes, but
the Bucks, maybe the Heat. But.
Yes, right. So, like I just said, the Hawks are in 5th. The Celtics are in 6th with the same exact record, and the Heat are in 7th, only 1 game behind. They're at 31-28 versus the Hawks. That's 32-27. So my question to you is, with this whole playing stuff, going from 5th to 7th is like astronomical change, right? Like that's a huge, like that's from like, oh, I'm chilling, I'm in the playoffs, I get to sit and I get to get rest and watch this team to where I gotta give myself a playoff spot.
For a spot.
Yeah. So my question to you, Junior, is do you think they will fall out of that top 5? If so, like just how
I think they will end up being a play-in team.
Oh, okay.
And well, it all depends on how long Trae Young is out. So basically, the Celtics and the Heat. The Heat are currently a play-in team. The Heat are better than a play-in team. I think the Celtics are too. So the Celtics will scoot up. The Heat will scoot up, and then that leaves pretty much 1 spot between. Well, okay. So if you look at Knicks in 4th, Hawks in 5th, Celtics in 6th, Heat in 7, right? So like those 4 teams right there. Only 3 spots get in, no play-in, so one of them is going to have a play-in, right? And it's probably going to be the Hawks or the Knicks because the Knicks are only half a game in front of the Hawks and in front of the Celtics, so it's not like, there's a big disparity there. It's only really the Bucks who are in 3rd who are a little bit – they're 4 games ahead of the Knicks, so that actually makes a difference. But anyway, I think that the Hawks, if they're without Trae Young, they'll fall to the play-in seed.
Okay.
And the Knicks will probably stay in 6th. But if Trae Young comes back, I actually think the Knicks will end up being in the play-in seed, and the Hawks will end up in that 6th seed. Is what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that the Hawks will end up. I agree with you when you're saying the Hawks will end up in that play-in game because the season's ramping up, man, and as we know, when playoff time comes, your stars come out. Jason Tatum. He you know what I'm saying? He understands that they're in that 6th seed and they're only a game away from possibly not having to play in that play-in game.
Yeah.
Jason, and if you look at the Celtics roster and the Hawks roster, who's the star on the court? Jason
Right.
Tatum.
They
You know what I'm
got
saying?
one and two.
Yeah, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then you can maybe go Trae Young if he plays. He's not even going to play that game, right? So I definitely think that the Hawks are going to lose to the Celtics. And same thing for the Miami Heat, man. Let's look at the stars. Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler. You could if Trae Young's not going to play, Tyler Hero might start coming before some of them Hawks players as far as stars and really putting themselves out there. So
and if Oladipo comes back too, because he's also
exactly
definitely one. So.
Yeah. Oladipo, he's kind of like due to injuries and everything's going on, he's kind of washed up all-star though, but he's
but still
you give it to him, I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. Like he'll still give it to you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that unfortunately the Hawks are gonna take this huge hit, and this is the worst time Trae Young going out right now. So I think they might end up in a 7th place.
But I think if it's not that serious, he'll probably force through it because I think he's aware of how bad this is of a time, and I think he'll be like, you know what, we just got to go out there and get it done, and maybe give him a push to get in the playoffs. But imagine you do all this pushing and end up having to face the Bucks in the first round. It's not gonna do much. So if you got to push to be like that 5th seed, worst case scenario. But if you fall to 6, it starts getting tough.
Yeah, it's tough. And man, as soon as I looked at, because yesterday I'm typing up a script for this, I'm looking at the standings. I'm like, that's ridiculously close. So that's gonna be a good one for us to keep our eye on. But all right, so Jenner, man, so we did our pick the winners for last Monday. It was April 19th, and I said on that episode that we're gonna review the winners and the losers of those games on today's episode, April 24th. So let's do this. Let's jump into it.
I want to talk about a quick little statistics because you always bring up how the game is getting so international, right?
Yeah.
As posted on the Clutch Talk Instagram, which
go follow that.
We noted, or Enes Kanter noted, that the rebounding leaders, top 10 rebounding leaders, are all international except for one. And that's Russell Westbrook. But you got Capella, Gobert, Valanciunas, Sabonis, Kanter, Vucevic, Antetokounmpo, then Russell Westbrook, then Jokic, then DeAndre Ayton. So out of those 10, that's 9 international players. How dope is that?
9 international. That's dope, man. Hey, rest in peace, David Stern and his soul. He always talked about giving making the NBA a worldwide thing, man. So I'm happy. I'm real happy of that, man, because I say this all the time. I even say this to you. I say this to you. I say this to our dad as well too. I say that basketball, as much as soccer may have took over, I think basketball is the world's most popular sport of the 21st century. For like moving forward, because bro, everybody plays basketball. For football, you need a buddy. For soccer, you don't need a buddy, but it kind of helps to have a buddy. Basketball, you don't need a buddy. I'm telling you,
you just need a hoop.
You just need a hoop, but you can make a hoop out of a milk carton.
Yeah, it's the infrastructure in other countries are different. That would be an interesting debate. We should make that one a debate. But anyway, basketball is really, really popping, and I'm happy to see it. Absolutely.
Definitely.
So, but all right, now we can move on to the last segment here.
And so the Lakers versus Jazz, they played. The Jazz won.
Yeah.
We both had the Lakers for that one, so we both were wrong for that one. The Cavs versus the Pistons. Pistons won that one. I had the Pistons. Who'd you have?
Cavs, I'm pretty sure. So
you're the Cavs. Okay.
Tough break.
the Bulls versus Celtics. The Bulls won that one. I had the Bulls on that one. Okay.
So 2 L's.
76ers versus Warriors. I had the 76ers, but the Warriors took that one out. Okay. Yeah. The Spurs versus the Pacers. I had the Pacers on that one, but the Spurs took that one. Okay. OKC versus the Wizards. The Wizards won that one. I had the Wizards winning that one.
I had Wizards that one too.
Okay. The Suns versus the Bucks. I had the Suns winning that one, and the Suns won that one.
I think I had the Bucks winning. So
you had the Bucks winning that one. Yeah. It was the Grizzlies versus Nuggets, and the Nuggets won that one. I had the Grizzlies, so I was wrong on that one. So for the Rockets and the Heat, I had the Heat for that one. Who you had the Heat for that one as well?
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
So it looks like we agreed on everything except for 3 games. Out of those, you won 2. I won 1. So you win this week's pick a winner.
So, but hey, we still got Saturday. We still got today's.
Yes,
We still got.
that's true.
I won Mondays. But
Mondays, yeah.
let's jump into today's though. So these are the games that we got going today, man. We got Knicks versus Raptors,
Okay.
and we got. Do you want to make your pick right after I say the team, or do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. So who you got?
Yeah.
Knicks versus Raptors.
I got Knicks.
Okay. You got Knicks. Me too.
Yeah. I'm gonna write it down.
76ers versus the Bucks. I got the 76ers.
I got Sixers too, especially because they just came off a loss. So, all right. So Sixers versus Bucks. We both got Sixers.
Spurs versus Pelicans.
Spurs. I got the Pelicans.
Me too. I got the Pelicans. Pistons versus the Pacers. I got the Pistons.
I got Pacers.
Pacers. Okay. The Heat versus the Bulls. I got the Bulls.
I got the Heat.
Hey, you doubted my Bulls last week, man. Don't do it again.
I know, but it's the Heat, and they're pushing. They're pushing right now.
Lakers versus Mavs. You know, I got to go with the Lake Show.
I got to go with the Lake Show. They barely lost yesterday, and that was without AD playing the whole second half. So I think that as AD increases his minutes, I think
they'll be able to figure that out
to get it done. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the Timberwolves versus the Jazz. I got the Jazz on that one.
Timberwolves versus Jazz. I got Jazz as well.
Okay, and the last game of the night is going to be the Nuggets versus the Rockets. I got the Nuggets on that one.
I got the Nuggets too. The next one. What was the next one again? One more time, just like I'm writing it down.
The Knicks was Knicks versus the Raptors. We both had the Knicks.
We both have Knicks. All right, so we pretty much agree on everything except for Heat versus Bulls. I got the Heat, and Pistons versus Pacers. I got the Pacers. So let's see. Opportunity to divide here.
Let's see it, man. Let's see if you're gonna be able to catch up because I won Mondays.
Catch up this unsurmountable 1-0 lead. So, okay.
Okay.
I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to catch up and get the crown. Do like Giannis.
For the crown? Well, you could do that, but I'm already the chosen one.
Little LBJ flow.
Little LBJ moment, man. But there you have it, though, everybody. That was our Saturday, April 24th Hidden Takes, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And of course, following Monday's episode, we will talk about these Saturday, April 24th games and who won and who lost, and we'll see if Junior is able to come back from this deficit.
Just this 1-0 deficit and come back and reverse sweep the series. So,
let's see if you can.
For sure, I'm excited for it.
Definitely, though. Hey, Junior, thank you very much, man. As always, wherever, if you guys are listening, man, I mean, you guys are listening, man. So wherever you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're listening, man, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to click that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as we drop a video. Because as you know, man, we drop videos here. We drop videos here weekly. We drop our debate episodes on Wednesdays, and we drop our hidden takes on Mondays and Saturdays, man. So stay tuned for that. As always, go follow us on Twitter. Go follow us on Instagram. And stay tuned for more, man. And I've been saying this after every episode, but the playoffs is right around the corner. So
yeah, it really is.
It's right around the corner. So
10, 15 games away.
So let's ramp it up here, man. Let's ramp it up here with the debates.
Let's do it.
Dinner?
I'm ready.
All right, man.
Appreciate you having me on.
All right. We out here, y'all. Clutch Talk out.